Do you wear the same costume for the whole day?
Yes. Isabel Mitchell.
And you say in the same costume?
Ben Carpenter.
And you wear a t-shirt and a
Kaya Sanker.
and you say in the same. Is it Brad?
Yeah, great.
Thank you very much.
So first you need to say the Turkish BBC camera in the house that night.
Arbeit, Macht, Frei.
Name?
A Payne 0155. Isabel Mitchell 0136.
Ben Carpenter, 0037.
Kaya Sanker 0171. Germany. 1940. Each moment of life is precious. Each precious moment is packed with the hope there'll be more precious moments. You tell yourself there is always hope until the moments are no more. Each moment of life is precious. Each precious moment is packed with the hope there'll be more precious moments. You tell yourself there is always hope until the moments are no more. Happiness. I lived in a nice house. We had a car. We went for picnics in the country.
Ching! I went to a good school. I was expected to do well.
Break time. I had many friends. We laughed and we played.
I was good at sport. I was in the school team. I was happy. My family were happy.
Cheese!
Then came the war, and with the war came the
Nazis! If we had known the future, maybe we could have done something.
We did not know where the journey ended.
We were travellers without a map.
And if we would have known, who would have believed us? Who would have thought it possible?
They made us take small steps.
From each step there was no going back. Na 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 na.
Come on, right now, it's time for bed.
Aww.
Yeah, I want to stay up. It's my last night. No, we're doing the same as we normally do. Bedtime is bedtime. Lucy! What story do you want?
The rat catcher.
Not that one. You said we could choose. Choose another. Don't want another one.
Dear Rattenfanger.
What did you say an abyss was, Lucy? Oh, I hope you don't ask questions like that when you're in England. Why? Listen. Beware, little children. Take heed and learn the lesson of the people of Hamlet, where one bad soul brought tragedy upon the whole town.
Hamburg, 1949.
Happy Hamlet, after the rats were led away. A town teeming with life, near to overflowing. Eva? I'm listening. And all the people knew how lucky they were, all except one very wicked soul who did not count.
Mr. Ingratitude, Jesus.
We are lost, we are forgotten, we are destroyed, cried all the uncounted blessings.
The cloud.
And a dark cloud appeared in the clear blue sky, casting a shadow on the town below. Who has not counted? Whispered the shadow. Who has forgotten their blessings? It hissed.
I will find you. I will search you out. Whoever, wherever you are.
My God, the shadow grew legs.
Strong arms and spiky nails.
And eyes sharp as razors.
And the rat-catcher searched for the ungrateful one. He searched and searched, but all in vain.
If not one guilty soul, then all!
He raged, and the rat-catcher raised an enchanted pipe to his snarling lip, making one cruel promise to the people of Hamlin.
I will take the heart of your happiness away.
Filling its registration form! A simple formality! Have you any Jewish grandparents? Next! Filling its registration form! A simple formality! Have you any Jewish grandparents? Next!
Your identity card. Carry it with you at all times. It's stamped with a J for Jew.
J for registration form! A simple formality! Have you any Jewish grandparents? Next!
There's no food in the house. Go and queue now for breakfast in the morning.
You all right?
If needs be.
When I arrived, there were already masses and masses of people waiting in line. I saw a friend with whom I played. He was going down the line, pointing people out.
Confusion.
That's the Jew! That's the Jew! That's the Jew!
What are you doing?
I'm not your friend. You're a Jew. I don't know you.
With him was a man with a gun. I knew him. He was a neighbour.
This one, she's a Jew.
You! Get lost! There's no bread for Jews here.
Why are you doing this?
I told you, get lost! There's no bread for Jews here.
By order!
All Jews will wear this armband with the Star of David on the sleeve of outer garments.
By order!
All Jews between the ages of 16 and 60 will do forced manual labour.
You Jew!
The streets are filthy. Here's a brush. Get sweeping.
You Jew!
On your knees. The pavement needs scrubbing.
You Jew!
Clear the snow.
By order.
All Jews will leave their homes and proceed to the areas set aside for Jews only.
We called it
The ghetto. Thousands of us were walking to the ghetto, all taking our belongings with us. Some on our heads, some on our shoulders, and some on carts. Everyone was walking to the ghetto. Children, babies, everyone. The Christians watched us go.
Serves you right!
Now we'll have it good.
Now we'll take all your furniture.
And your homes and your jobs.
The very people have been our friends and our neighbours.
Betrayal.
We have one room in the ghetto. It's here.
One roof for the whole family. That can't be right. How will grandmother and grandfather manage? Why did we have to leave our nice house?
Watch it. Look, you pin that suitcase.
I'm sorry, there must be a mistake. This is our room.
You'll be lucky. This room's been allocated for 4 families. This is our corner. You take the one over there.
We are to be kept apart from the Gentiles. The Nazis made us build a wall around the ghetto.
3 meters high.
More than 12 kilometres in length.
Trapped!
Bricks damaged by the bombing and the fighting.
The wall was topped with barbed wire.
Barbed wire was fitted into wooden frames and placed on both sides of the wall. The Orion as well as the Jewish side, so that no one could even approach it.
By order!
Curfew for all Jews. Jews cannot leave the ghetto between the hours of 7 p.m. and 7 a.m.
By order!
Rations will be reduced to starvation level.
What are we going to do? It's fine. As long as we can still trade, we can still get food. Take this gold ring. Go see what you can get.
But this was grandmother's wedding ring.
She doesn't need it now. Go see what you can get.
I've got bread, I've got vegetables. I smuggled them in. You know the penalty for smuggling? Get shot if I get caught. What have you got to trade?
A gold ring. It belongs to my grandma. It's very valuable.
Let me see. Okay, I'll give you 2 loaves of bread and a turnip.
But it's worth far more than...
Before the war, maybe. Oh, we've all got food.
okay. As long as we've still got my jewellery and we can trade, we can still get food.
But what happens when it runs out?
Then we starve.
How else?
They used to bring a bucket of soup, a piece of bread, and that's all we had. It was once a day they bought that. So, you saved it for the next morning. A little piece for the morning, and a little piece for during the day. Because you didn't get any more until the following evening. So that's why we were very emaciated. We lost a lot of weight. This isn't living. This is staying alive. I didn't meet anybody with any compassion. We weren't human to them. And every morning and every evening, when they came round to count, because we'd been in a concentration camp for a long time, we'd lost a lot of weight. We didn't look very healthy at all. So we used to pinch our cheeks, make us look healthy, make us look like there was a little bit of colour in them. And we were always really afraid when they ran round. Because if anyone looked sickly to them, then they'd take them away and you never saw them again. You were always afraid that you were going to get taken away.
Many were starving, children begging. To begin with, we were all allowed out to work for the Nazis. I still had a job on the outside. But one day, I was passing through the gate.
Identity card?
A small child crept out to the ghetto, behind the garters, not to be seen.
Please, mister, a little money for bread, please.
What are you
mister,
doing, you filthy Jewish vermin?
Please, mister, I'm hungry. A little money for bread, please.
He pulled a pistol from his holster and shot the child stone dead.
I covered my ears so as not to hit the shot. The tiny child did not even squeak.
Sorry about that. We have orders to liquidate them, you know, destroy them. Anyway, you can go.
By order! All Jews are forbidden to leave the ghettos on pain of death. By order!
Gentiles who knowingly help the Jews are submitted to the death penalty.
And then we went to Rosenberg, and when I think of Rosenberg, to my mind comes mounds of dead bodies. I was with my two sisters, so us, 3 girls. It was so easy to go up to the electrified fence, touch it, and your life would be over. But we wouldn't do it for the sake of the others, for fear of what would happen to them. I guess that's how we survived, really. I mean, yeah, there were many times I thought about doing it, but as I said, you just wouldn't. There are dead bodies.
There is typhus, many are sick and dying.
What are we going to do?
Are the conditions in the ghetto driving you mad? Want to avoid typhus, the disease that kills? Why not sign up for
Resettlement in the East.
We guarantee pleasant conditions. Country Edda, breathe in. Come and work for the 1,000-year empire. Remember,
Arbeit, Macht, Frei.
work sets you free.
I've heard they're giving free food to anyone who goes to the work camps in the East.
But I've heard terrible stories about those camps.
But the conditions in the camps, they can't be worse than the ghetto, can they?
I heard they're killing everyone who goes.
No, that can't be right. Besides, the Nazis need us for the war effort. Why would they kill us for no reason?
Because we're Jews and they hate us.
Some people are even paying their own train fare.
But we have to go. If we stay here, we'll die anyway.
So we packed our suitcases and headed for the station.
Where are the carriages?
There!
They're not carriages, they're wagons for cattle. Are we cattle now?
They packed us in, 72 persons to each cattle truck. Men, women, children, babies.
were shut behind us. We were locked in.
They gave us each a loaf of bread, a piece of sausage and a piece of margarine. That was all we had.
We were put in cattle cars. It was January, and it was snowing, and we were packed in like sardines, and we ate the snow from each other's shoulders, and that's how, we had something to eat to keep our mouths hydrated. Because we were starving in there. And as we came to Czechoslovakia, they threw bread and things up, because they didn't open these cars, they didn't feed us. We were starving. Many people died. They emaciated, so they just threw them out. And when we reached Germany, we saw it. We saw it right there. It was the smoke, right near the concentration camps, right near the gas chambers, right where we were. So we knew not to expect our parents, especially my mother. I had a younger brother and a father, and they were in the concentration camps, and my brother never saw my father again after that. And on May 8th, the war, it ended, but we went home, and there was nothing.
Where are they taking us?
We don't know!
How will we get there?
We don't know!
Where are we?
We don't know.
I'm thirsty.
After 24 hours, the water was all gone.
And then there was the screaming. Women screaming, men screaming.
Each person is
Everyone's gone.
Suddenly, the doors were opened. There was a gust of air. Hope.
Rouse, student lads! Haven't you get out?
I was scared, but I don't know why. There was tall chimneys and flames coming out of them. It smelled like when my mother burnt a chicken in the oven once.
There was a sign above the gate. Arbeit, Macht, Frei. Work sets you free. We'd arrived at the labour camp. Maybe now all our troubles would be over.
Ladies, gentlemen, welcome. What a terrible journey you must have had. We are so sorry for the inconvenience caused by some idiot who organised the journey. Please, get out. You may leave your luggage. It has labels on it. We will take care of it. But first, we must separate you.
Why are you separating us?
Those who are fit to work must go to the right. Those who are not need special treatment. Go to the left. You, young man, to the right. You, young lady, to the right. You, old man, left.
Come, we will feed you. But first, you must have a shower.
I went right to the work camp. My mother and my father and my little sister went to the left. I never saw them again.
They made us take off our clothes. Women, children, old people, everyone. We were ashamed. We had no dignity left. But yet, each moment of life was precious. Each precious moment was packed with the hope there'd be more precious moments. You tell yourself that there's always hope, till the moment's no more.
We bought tins of Cyclone B and an ambulance so not to arouse suspicion. There were 4 halls, like shower rooms, with water installations all around. The Jews crowded around these showers. They still didn't know. They refused to believe they were going to be gassed.
The doors slammed shut. I climbed the ladder and emptied the can of Zyklon B into the shower room. The Zyklon B crystals evaporated. It was a prussic acid. It killed them all.
When I opened the door, it was like a pyramid. They'd all tried to climb on top of each other, the largest clawing and stamping at the weakest, trying to make it to the top of the pile.
The Auschwitz Combined Crematorium, a masterpiece design of efficiency.
It is designed to dispose of 2,000 bodies per 12-hour shift.
A tall chimney provides drought for 5 3-door furnaces, furnaces supplied by Toff and Sons of Ernfer for all your extermination supplies.
The fuel that was made was not wasted.
The heads were shaved and the hair stuffed into barrels ready to be sent off to the armed forces. Bones and ashes were ground down for fertiliser.
Artificial limbs and wood glasses were recycled.
Gold teeth were removed and melted down.
Those of us who went to the work camp worked until we were too weak to work anymore. We only had starvation rations. And then we too went to the showers.
If we had known the future, maybe we could have done something.
We did not know where the journey ended.
We were travellers, without a map.
And if we would have known, who would have believed us? Who would have thought it possible?
They made us take small steps.
From each step there was no going back.